Hi, I'm Marc, and welcome to another exciting Star Wars novel. Star Wars X-Wing: The Krytos Trap by Michael A. Stackpole. Today's book is the third volume in the X-Wing series. There are, of course, videos for the first two volumes in case you haven't seen them yet. In this case, you should pause now and watch the other two first. But what is this book today about? The Rebel Alliance has captured Coruscant, but that's when the problems really begin. The deadly virus Isard unleashed before she fled is decimating the population of the Empire's former central world, and counter-revolutionaries are planning another coup. And our favorite Wedge Antilles and the Rogue Squadron also get caught up in the vortex of chaos and violence. And meanwhile, Corran Horn, believed dead, is fighting for his life on the escape-proof prison planet of our wonderful Isard, and for a change to save his friends on Coruscant. But beware, now there will be real spoilers. As soon as the funeral service for the unfortunate Corran Horn, who is celebrated as the hero of the Republic, is over, there is a sudden bomb attack on the planet Coruscant. Behind this terrorism is the Palpatine Front and its leader Kirtan Lor, who was commissioned by the leader of the Empire, Iseni Isard, to found a terrorist association. The situation within the New Republic is very tense. And the alleged murder of Corran unmasked Tycho Kelchu as a spy of the Empire, who now has to answer before a court. Furthermore, the so-called Krytos virus rages on Coruscant, which causes a quick and terrible death to all non-human beings. This pathogen was developed by Avidericode on behalf of Isard and smuggled into Coruscant's drinking water supply, so that there is a rapid and almost inevitable risk of infection. In reality, Corran Horn was not killed at all, only kidnapped and now held captive by Isard. Isard wants Corran to join her and become a loyal servant on her part. But Corran stubbornly opposes this and is then deported to Lusankia prison. Corran is surprised to find that other rebels are being held in the alleged detention center, most of whom have been there since the Battle of Yavin. Meanwhile, the trial of Tycho begins on Coruscant. Wedge Antilles soon felt drawn to the prosecutor Ayala Wasiri. One evening, he visits her in her apartment where she lives with her husband, Dirik Vasiri. During his visit, Wedge learns that Dirik was once a prisoner of Isard and was forced by her to conduct research in Aviadericode's laboratory. Only after the Secret Service of the Republic found the hidden laboratory and stormed it, Dirik could be freed. The only known way to stop the Krytos virus from progressing is to use large amounts of the healing fluid Bacta. The Vratix Lenherv is happy to produce a valuable Bacta substitute on the planet Ryloth, which is called Rill. His conduction for this is that Wedge represents the species of the Vratix towards the Republic in his favor. Wedge agrees and goes on a mission to Ryloth, the home planet of the Twi'leks. Together with a released criminal Flirivoru of the former Black Sun, Kirtan Law continues his terror series on Coruscant. On the other hand, Horn thinks about an escape route on Lusankia. Derricode, who has now also landed in prison, follows the pilot of the Renegade Squadron unnoticed during that. Suddenly, Derricode attacks the volatile Corran. Another prisoner named Jen quickly comes to Corran's aid, and together they kill the mad researcher. During the Tycho trial, Navarra Ven, a Rogue Squadron pilot and Tycho attorney, received a surprise report from Kirtan Lur. He finally offers to testify in the trial for Tycho's defense. Through an unknown spy of the Empire in the ranks of the Rogue Squadron, Isard quickly learns of Lur's plans and orders an assassination attempt on him. On the way to the trial building, Lur is finally shot by the assassin. Ienna then kills the hitman and then discovers with horror that she killed her own husband Derek. Little did she know that Derek had become one of Isard's numerous informers during his imprisonment. Corin manages to break out of his prison, where he is amazed that he is still on Coruscant. Through Corin's appearance, at least one attempted murder can be proven to Tycho. Corin is welcomed by his colleagues, but shortly afterwards, they receive the message that a hidden superstar destroyer is taken off for flight from Coruscant's plains. Upon closer inspection, it turns out that Lusankya Detention Center is actually a superstar destroyer. So Isard stayed unnoticed on Coruscant the whole time. Although Rogue Squadron takes action immediately and pursues the fugitive Isard in the Lusankya, the X-Wing seem powerless against a superstar destroyer. Now it turns out who the secret spy of the Empire was, who hid among the pylons of Rogue Squadron. It was Irisi Dlarid, who is now fleeing from Coruscant with Isard. On the occasion of Corran Horn's surprising return, the Rogue Squadron is holding a celebration. Luke Skywalker also joins the celebration a little later and introduces himself to Corran, the hero of the Republic. Luke saw how Corran stumbled upon a secret Jedi museum during his escape and took a lightsaber from the former Jedi Nije Halcyon. Luke also explains to Corran that Nije was his grandfather and that he is therefore also able to get to know the Force. He then asks him to become a student in order to become a powerful Jedi Master one day. With his promise to free the prisoners on the Lusankya, he decides to refuse Luke's request. By means of a clever coup d'etat, Isard, that's a heavy name by the way, succeeds in seizing power on the planet Typhra, which prevents the Republic from attacking it. Bossk's failure was the first to oppose the helplessness of the Republic. Thereupon, the pilots and Wedge refused to continue their service in the Republic in order to be more independent in that decision. And the author of the book, Michael A. Stackpole, was born in Wisconsin in 1957 and grew up in Vermont, where he graduated with a degree in history in 1979, and I talked about him a lot of times already. And now I have a question for you. I'm testing some stuff at the moment, and today for the first time I spoiled the whole content of the book, and I would really like if you would comment under the videos if you more like the shorter versions where I just give you a glimpse of what's happening, or if you like the long version I did today. It is just a test, and I would like to know your opinion about this. And if you want to know about another book, the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. Bis gleich.